Hi guys, you asked and we answered. There you go. It's time for another HMBQ question and answer session. Thanks for sending all your lovely questions through. We start with True City fan Patrick. Patrick is asking, is Pep winning the domestic treble a better achievement than Pochettino or Klopp winning the Champions League?
Short answer, no, not for me.
No.
I'm going to be real with you. I think people put the Champions League just a bit too high in terms of like feeling like it's the be-all and the end-all. It's a fabulous tournament to win, don't get me wrong. But if you win everything that you can win in your country and it's a top league like the Premier League, I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. You can't just go, no. That's phenomenal.
No, the reason why I say no is because for Pochettino especially, to win the Champions League with no money, like Levy's literally said, I'm not giving you anybody.
That,
Do you know what I mean?
that is
for what, 3 windows? For him to take that team, two windows.
Yeah, they bought Mora last year.
Oh yeah, Mora was the only one though, wasn't it? It was just one.
But even again, that's
so
not even big spending.
just to do that, for him to then go ahead and win the Champions League, that's crazy. For Klopp to win the Champions League with Liverpool, I think it's more than just this one tournament. You have to look at the progression he's made. It's been a steep progression over the last 2 years to now be just as good as Man City in the league. Let's call it what it is. Like 1 point behind them, and you're on 97, 98. You're basically the same thing. And to win the Champions League, I think that's more of an achievement than what Pep does, winning the League Cup, FA Cup, and the Premier League.
But I'm just putting myself in a position, if it was my team about to sweep the whole country up and just think,
but if your team's Man City, then that's kind of expected.
Yeah, because
you know
of
what I
the
mean?
money that's spent.
Is it a little bit unfair to say because it's expected it's not rated though?
No, I don't think it's...
So, no, go for it,
Oh yeah, no, I think you got to look at the amount of money that they have to spend compared to everyone else. When you think about, remember, football nowadays is all about finances. If you have these major financial backing, you can get the players you want. You've got unlimited resources. So, to a degree, it's kind of to be expected that the team that's going to spend how much money, like they've got a pool of money, you're gonna end up thinking they're gonna win something, and they probably will clean up. Come on, because who can really compete with that type of spending? For us even to be competing with them, even though we've spent money, obviously in the last transfer window, like big, when you clock it up over the last 5 years, Man City spending has been outrageous.
Yeah, no, it has.
So they're always going to be favourites for nearly every domestic competition. And I think until you get a bit more of a level playing field, then you might say, do you know what, that achievement what Man City did was actually really deep, because you have Man United spending, you had Chelsea spending, but it has to be like a bit more level. Right now I don't think it's actually level.
Precisely. When you look at Man City, remember their defence alone cost 300 million, and they did that in one window.
Hit. Yeah.
And
fake.
If you look at Liverpool starting 11, it doesn't equate to 300 million. And with 1 point behind them in the league, if you look at the FA Cup run and the League Cup run, they've had really poor opposition.
Yeah,
very, very poor opposition.
I was just trying to play devil's advocate more than anything. Like, we can't just all sit and go, let's just dismiss what Pep's done. He did a double last season, and now he's going to do the try this season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking, I know what you mean about it being City, but I'm just thinking, if Liverpool's about to sweep up the whole country, like everything you all tried to be in, if we just wipe the floor with it all, I will be so chuffed, it'll be unbelievable.
No, but then that would be a bigger achievement, because Liverpool they shouldn't be in the same playing field as a Man City.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
I guess. Okay, Patrick, I hope that was helpful a little bit. A bit of a discussion going on. We're moving on to Kyle. Thanks for sending your question. If Salah gets the Golden Boot in the Premier League, wins the Champions League, and wins the African Cup of Nations with Egypt, should he get the Ballon d'Or?
He won't win it with Egypt, so that's not.
Even if he doesn't, I think he should still get it. Like if he gets the Golden Boot in the Premier League, wins the Champions League, isn't that what they give a lot of emphasis on to Champions League and what you win? Even though it's not an individual thing.
Luka Modric, he had in my opinion, Luka Modric had a substandard league campaign, but in the Champions League he was amazing. Yeah. So
and the World Cup also helped him.
And World Cup though. So you've got a point.
But if he does win the African Cup of Nations, then I think he should.
If he wins that. Yeah. But I mean, this is the thing. As much as I love Mo, obviously he's King Mo. I will say, if we're going to start saying that he's in the conversation for Ballon d'Or, then so's Van Dijk.
Thank you.
So's Van Dijk, because I know Salah's banging in all the goals, but Van Dijk was Player of the Year. He's played in the best defence of this season. If we win the Champions League, he was part of the team that won the Champions League as well. So for me, I would say that makes more Van
And they
Dijk.
might win the Nations League.
Yeah, he might even win the NATO. I mean, that's a little bit, but it's still something else. Do you know what I mean?
No, you made a valid
and they probably
point.
will, because I'm sure Holland will beat England. So,
You made a
to
valid
be
point
honest
as well.
with you, I'd probably say more Van Dijk should be a nominee for the Ballon d'Or. But Mo should be in there, no doubt.
It'd be nice actually to see a defender win the Ballon d'Or.
Last time someone won it, Cannavaro, 2006.
It'd be nice to see a
But that was
defender.
him winning the World Cup.
Yeah. Nah, and that's clutch.
So
That's
it's,
clutch.
it's
What do you think,
very
Matt?
difficult.
I think if Salah does win those things that you just mentioned, I think he should be in the conversation, because I think that's an amazing achievement. And I think to bounce back again from last season's disappointment of obviously getting injured in the Champions League final, not doing well in the World Cup because of the injury.
100%.
If you come back and win the Golden Boot, when a lot of people I think thought Salah was a one-season wonder, to be a massive part of the Champions League campaign and win African Cup of Nations, in my opinion, I think he should be mentioned in that conversation.
Yeah, if he wins the African Cup of Nations, just give him it. I just don't think Egypt can win that. That's
I think you know what though,
It's-
even
it's
if he
gonna
wins
be
the
a good
two though, let's say that
It
he
will
just
be a
get,
good
let's say that he just gets Golden Boot in Champions League, I will still say he has to at least be in the conversation. Might not necessarily win it, but at least be in the running, maybe between 1 and 5. He's got to be in there.
All right, well, we can flip this and we can actually say, what if Mane bangs in 2 goals against Wolves and joins him at the top, and then Senegal, who actually have a chance to win the African Cup of Nations, win it? Then that
It's
means
in Egypt. Egypt have got a big chance.
no, they have, but I would still say Senegal's got a better chance. Senegal's team is amazing. Like, it is. Like, you look at that Senegal team, you're like, they've got to be top 3 favourites, right, going into the Cup
Fam,
of
they got
Nations.
Koulibaly. They're always favourites.
That's what I'm saying. So what if Mane finishes joint top goal scorer, wins African Cup of Nations and the Champions League? Then wouldn't that make Mane a Ballon d'Or?
What are we saying? Liverpool 1, 2, 3. Salah.
Boy, what we're saying, Salah,
It might
Mane,
as well.
VVD.
It might as well. Everything else is going.
Boy.
No, but this is
Why
all
not?
about. This is all about if we win the Champions League. This is all based on.
Yeah, it's all
winning the
based-
I'm just hoping
Champions
Brexit
Allowed
happens.
to
We'll
dream.
see.
Allowed
This
to
is
dream.
Deborah's
Oh,
worst nightmare, you know.
Yeah.
Right now, he's living his worst nightmare.
You know what? I think this is an episode of Sims. I think someone's playing Sims right now. I'm like, this ain't real. This ain't
I
real.
love that
This
game.
ain't real.
Truman Show.
Love that
This
game.
ain't real.
Okay, well, thanks for your answers there, guys. I hope that was a good answer enough for you. Kyle, let's go to Jason's question. Actually, Jason, thanks for sending that in. That's actually a very interesting point, because FIFA have upheld the transfer ban from Chelsea.
It's gonna.
So, the question is, with Chelsea's transfer ban upheld, do they recall their loan players, or do they focus on the available squad?
It won't happen. They're gonna get a month where they'll appeal it, and then it's taken away just for that time, and they'll just quickly do as much business as they can. They're not gonna buy any players this summer. I think everyone needs to realise that.
I think the ban will happen. I just think, they will go through the arbitration court. whatever
Court
it's
of
called.
arbitration,
Yeah, and it will get delayed. And within that delay, they'll
Yeah,
Get
they'll
whatever
quickly
players
do
they need to
whatever
get.
they need.
But
to
they gotta
get
be
done.
on some quick thing turnover like McDonald's, blood. They gotta be quick. You gotta be quick.
Hey,
bro.
but certain
Fast
time,
food.
McDonald's is on the line. Look, how much are we waiting for our chips
No,
today,
it's
bro?
true. But they got the touchscreen thing now. Ping, ping, ping. You gotta ping it quick.
Customise and everything.
Yeah.
No
I
gherkin.
can take away the cheese, blood. You know that way there.
I tell you what. Like, I'm not saying
No
I don't.
extras.
I don't know if Abraham is good enough, but he's kind of batted it up this season. So they can bring Tammy back. Do you know what I mean? For me, Hudson-Odoi looks like a real talent. I don't think that's hype. I think he's real. Loftus-Cheek is a baller.
Yeah.
I really like Loftus-Cheek.
Zuma's
They can bring
one.
Zuma back.
Yeah. Zuma.
And Zuma is a better defender than David Luiz
Yeah.
all day
They've got
long.
players, man. That's what I'm
They've,
saying.
I don't
They
even
got
think
the
they'll
boy
be in
at
that
the right
much
back
problem.
at Wigan, who
They've-
everyone's raving about.
Oh, Reece
James. Yeah,
James.
They've
everyone's
got.
raving
They
about him.
obviously they've got Pulisic coming in, who I rate. Pulisic is a player. I don't care. He's a good
rate
player.
him.
No, I like Pulisic.
No,
I
I
wanted
think
him
he's
at
good.
Liverpool.
I think he's good. I think he's good.
So, all right,
think they'll
Hazard
be alright,
going
man.
would be major. It would be major. And we were talking. I know this is a little sidestep, but if I'm honest with you, if Liverpool are really about that life, I say we just go to Chelsea and be like, look, he's only got 1 year left. He's already admitted he loves playing at Anfield. 160 mil. What are you saying?
And then who
no.
comes out of that? Who comes out of that front three then?
Yeah,
No,
don't need
we
to.
don't need to. We play him left, and Mane comes number 10, bro.
4-2-3-1. Or even 4-2-3-1.
And you know what? For the first time in my life, I believe when I say I think Liverpool are in the best position we've ever been in to attract players. My whole life, this is the best we've ever
How
been.
did we get from a Chelsea
I
transfer
know,
ban
so-
to Liverpool?
Okay.
But I think Chelsea will be fine because they'll have a month to quickly scramble and do what they want.
I agree with what you said. The court of arbitration thing, because you're allowed to appeal with that court, that would then allow them to have that time to go and get.
But didn't they just appeal?
They appealed to
Oh,
FIFA.
to FIFA.
So then when you go to the
Okay.
court of arbitration of
Oh,
sports,
got it.
that's
Yeah.
outside,
Yep,
and then
yep,
if they
yep,
get
yep.
that,
Another
if they
one,
get
yeah.
that case going, which is it's all tactical. So they're gonna do it at a certain time. They do that. They do the appeal at a certain time. That would then allow them within that time frame. Will
To
get kind of
stick
suspended.
to
Yeah,
business,
they'll
yeah.
be able to sign
Okay.
players. But I have to say though, even though we're making it sound easy, to line up deals which, you know, whatever they have planned is not going to be easy, because it's other clubs that have to play
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even though we're all saying that, other clubs might just be like, well,
They'll
I
probably-
know you're going to get a fine. I ain't giving you no.
No,
I
but they're
ain't
probably
giving-
going to have to pay over the odds to get
Well,
players.
yes.
Because the
That's
teams
true.
know that they're
And-
desperate.
Do you know
That's
another
true,
thing as well that I was thinking about? Let's just say that the whole court of arbitration thing is very, very strict, and they upheld the ban. And let's say that Chelsea can't sign players. What does that say to you about Eden Hazard? Do you think then Chelsea, because I'm flipping it now, do you think Chelsea could say, do you know what, Hazard, we can't buy no
Yeah,
players,
don't.
you're stuck here,
Yeah.
even if we've got to lose you for free? Because I was thinking about that the other day, you know.
Bro, do you imagine if Chelsea
What's
did
that?
that? You think man's going to play? You think if they try that with him, you think he's going to
No,
play?
but
he
we
ain't
have
playing.
to, no, but that's a realistic thing though, because remember,
He ain't performing for nobody.
He might not perform, but Chelsea might say to you, listen,
They might as well sell him.
Yeah, they might as well sell him if he's not going to perform.
He ain't performing.
No. Hear
That
me
would
out.
be the
Hear me
biggest
out,
waste
hear me
of
out.
100
No,
million.
hear me out.
Perfect.
Chelsea are really trying it with Hazard. I still think he's going to leave, but you see with the whole promotion with the new kit, he's the one,
Yeah,
he's the face of the
he
new
was the
kit.
face.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, he has
you're-
to be, because that would be so bait if
No,
he
because
wasn't.
he's
No,
so handsome.
but Hazard could easily turn around and be like, I ain't doing it because I'm going. He could remember, he has the right to say that.
He's not really like that, you know. As a person, he seems quite chilled. He doesn't seem like the
But
type
then
of
you're
guy.
contradicting
Yeah,
yourself
nah,
because
'cause I
you
went
lot
for
are saying
shisha
he's
with
the
him the
same
other
sort of
day.
guy that's to say he's not going to play.
Mad.
No. I'm not saying. I agree with Dave that he won't play in the way of he just won't have his heart in it. And Hazard needs to play with his heart in it. He's that type of guy who has to be happy
Okay.
to perform.
I
So,
agree.
Double H is not even here, and we're always talking about Hazard still.
Yeah.
Callum, any last words?
I hope the ban gets upheld, because I think this needs to start happening in football, or else the bigger clubs are going to take the mick, and they don't care about getting a slap on the wrist. I think in terms of the whole transfer ban and the court of arbitration, again, I'm hoping if there is going to be an appeal there, that FIFA do something to try and uphold the ban until Chelsea, if they appeal it correctly, then obviously they can do what they want, but if they don't, there should be some sort of punishment there if they do try and sign players. And also the whole FIFA fair play and stuff, that needs to be implemented properly, because you've got teams abiding by that, and then you've got other teams who are sponsored by countries and all of this, like Man City and
Are they still under investigation?
Who's City?
Yeah.
I think so.
City are
They
under
are.
investigation, and the sheikh went like this. And he got silent.
That's something out of Aladdin, man. Does some Jafar under the staff, stuck it down on the ground, blood. Oh my god.
Okay, next question, last question. Thanks so much from, I think it's Liam Chris. Thanks for sending yours in. And while we're on the topic of Hazard, let's continue. With Hazard being the only player with 15 goals and 15 assists since Henry in 2002-2003, does that confirm his status as one of the Premier League greats? Double H better be happy we're still talking about him.
He is a Premier League great. Let's be honest. Two titles for Chelsea that he was instrumental in. He has been their best player for the best part of 6 years. He's racking up numbers now, which is what people used to say he didn't do. So even if you want to talk stats now he has the stats to back up the performance with the eye test.
Just quickly.
Let me land.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think he's better than Henry.
Whoa, what?
No.
No, because you lot are looking at me like I'm about to say I think he's better than Henry.
No, but what you
That's going to set you over the edge. I know.
You're trying to say, in your opinion, you're seeing him as a
He's a Premier League
as a
great.
Premier League great. Yeah.
He's a Premier League great.
What
Of
are these
course he is.
stats
He's won 2 titles.
So if you win 2 titles,
How many did Henry
Hear
win?
me out. So if you win 2 titles,
Yeah.
how many goals has he got in the league? Is it 15?
15 goals,
He's
15
got
assists.
30
assists.
goals and assists, which is very impressive.
There's only 4
15
players
goals.
in Premier League history who've done that.
Exactly.
15 goals and 15 assists, and you are raving and trying to say man's a great.
What?
No, I'm talking about everything he's done up to this point plus this. I'm not just talking about one season.
He's won
I think the question has to be is how many greats are we allowed to have? Because
as many as
are
you
we going to
want.
say everybody's great? I'm not saying that Hazard isn't, because I believe that in terms of his talent, he is a Premier League great.
If we're talking,
I think his output should be better.
Thank
I mean,
you.
at the moment, it's where it is. This is the level he should be playing at all the time, and he hasn't done that. I mean, he's had three? Have you been here 6 years? So 3 out of the 6 years, he's had really, really good seasons. I'd say 2 he's been
a lot of
mediocre, and 1
indifference
maybe he's been
because
about
of managers and stuff. Though
Yeah.
remember they change
I
their
said
managers all
2.5
the time. There's
seasons,
loads
like.
of. I think he's a Premier League
2.5 out of
I don't know,
6.
man.
I think he's a Premier League
I
great.
don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna say something so controversial, but fuck it. If we're gonna call Eric Cantona a Premier League great, and he really only had 3 years of dominance in the league, how can Hazard for 6 years?
4, because he was pretty damn good at Leeds. That's how he
I
got
was
the
just
move.
about to
All
say
right,
that.
fair enough. So how can 6 years of him not equate to 3 or 4 years of Cantona?
Because Cantona didn't show up when he wanted to. Cantona showed up all the time.
Not necessarily, you know. If you go
Apart
back
from
and
when
watch
he
the
was banned
tapes,
for
there
9
was
months.
probably a lot of games where he didn't show up.
No, bro, he was.
We were young then, so we're probably a bit like. I'm sure there was loads of games Cantona
Not as much
showed
as
up.
bruv, Hazard went missing for seasons.
It's about
bruv.
365 days, bro.
Milk
1 year.
carton.
he
No,
hasn't
but that
scored.
was because there was so much going on at Chelsea. You
Milk
can't just
carton,
blame
bruv.
him for that.
Milk card.
Hey,
It's not. I don't think it's fair to just blame him when Chelsea had problems all round.
Man had to
Right.
call Feds blood.
Yeah.
That's how
Check
deep it was.
Check it, yeah. Since Salah's come back to the Premiership, I'm pretty sure Salah's had more goals, maybe more assists than Hazard's had in his whole time at Chelsea.
More
No,
goal
no,
contributions.
definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even make him a great,
don't
in my
know.
opinion. Don't make
Yeah,
him
but
a
we
great.
can't just always talk about stats, though.
No, but when it
But
comes
that's
to
what
this,
the question was based on.
For me, this is a major thing with stats if we talk about Hazard
Yeah.
because he's so inconsistent. Because
We
he's
can't
so
just
it-
talk
it's
about.
down
Remember,
to
we're not just
opinion,
talking
innit?
about ability. We're talking. You have to think of the overall landscape. Think of it like, well, obviously, we're going into the bigger picture. And I think to talk about greats, you have to talk about everything. You have to talk about people's performances. You have to talk about their stats, and you have to talk about their talent that they
Yeah,
have.
fair.
Yeah, I think he's very close to
He's
it.
won 2 Premier League titles, and
He's very close
it
to
was
it.
kind of his. It was because of
No,
him.
that was
Hold
Costa
on,
and
Fabregas?
that was Costa, and Fabregas, man.
What they didn't do that.
But everybody will always say Henry was pretty much why Arsenal won, but he had
he was.
Perez and Bergkamp
No,
and
no.
stuff. So
I'm
come
not
on,
saying that.
man.
Costa
No.
and Fabregas won them that league.
Yes.
It was
they
that
did,
partnership.
They
It was
did,
that
bro.
partnership.
Fabregas and Costa.
Hazard was on the outside looking in like this.
No way.
was-
No
that
way.
season he was.
Yeah,
bro.
no
Okay,
way.
No,
okay.
no way,
There's
no
mo-
way, no
definitely
way.
more things to debate there. But thanks so much, guys, for sending in your questions. Always keep them coming. Let us know what you think, feel, and all your comments are always welcome. See you next time. Bye.